A year ago, the industry came together to discuss the Triple Glazing Question. More than 600 people throughout the UK came to Coventry Ricoh Arena to discuss the technical challenges that triple glazing brought to our industry. 1 year on, we're back today to discuss whether those challenges have been achieved and how we go forward and how the industry has changed over the past year. I'm joined today by a panel of experts. To my right, I have Ian Sims, Managing Director of Double R. I have Giles Willson, the CEO and Director for Technical Affairs at the Glass and Glazing Federation. On my left-hand side, I have Patrick Firminger, Marketing Director at TrueFrame. I have Mark Schlotel, Head of Marketing at Synseal Extrusions. And finally, but not least, Tony Smith, UK Business Development Manager at NSG Pilkington. I think one of my biggest concerns, Gabby Mendham, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today due to personal reasons, but Gabby brought up such a salient point at last year's event, and basically her biggest concern was the fact that she felt that triple glazing needed to be a value-added product, and we needed to charge for that product. It was one opportunity for us to actually upsell rather than just give it away.
I mean, I think that's a danger already, to be honest. That the wet November, the salesman who's out there needs something to hang his hat on to get a sale. And if it's, I can give away the triple glaze unit for the same price as a double glaze unit because I'll batter down my IGU manufacturer, then I think that happens already, to be honest. But it's a small share of the market, so it's happening. It's not causing a major issue.
But we should be upselling and adding value on the price. So you've got double glass with argon and you've got double glass with krypton. For anybody who wants to go there and dig deep into their pockets.
Please don't go there.
Triple glass with argon surely naturally will fall into a space commercially somewhere north of double glass with argon and somewhere south of double glass with krypton, I suspect.
What we're talking about here is opportunity, isn't it? It's all about, I often quote that famous American computer company with a little Apple logo. They're innovating and inventing all the time. They're reinventing themselves. They're bringing new things to the marketplace. And it was touched on earlier on that we're stuck in our ways. We want to sit here. What we've got to do is not see this as a threat. We've got to see this as an ideal opportunity to add more value to our products and sell the same window for a higher price and retain more profit from that by adding value through this product. That's my view.
That leads me very nicely into my next question. At the last year's event, all the speakers agreed that whatever triple glazing challenges are thrown at us, this industry is very adept at being able to find solutions for those challenges. I suppose my question is what's next? And it's not just about, yes, now we can manufacture it. We've got the machinery to manufacture it. We've got the technology to manufacture it. We've got the right hardware now. We've got all of our ducks in a row, if you like. But what's new? What's going on? Or people like Patrick, are you going to just carry on selling the same old? I mean, are you pressurising the systems companies and the glass companies for more?
Well, I mean, on the most part, it's very much a case of you make what you've been told to make. Whatever gets ordered, you provide your solutions and you let your customer make the choice. That said, it's important that we're all trying to push things on. One thing we push very heavily on is the window energy rating. This is a really, really important part of what we do, and we're always trying to sort of outdo each other. I think at one point I'd like to make it's really important, and it's something Tony alluded to earlier, which was this pseudo regulatory thing which we have with the BFRC. Originally it was you need to have your C rating, and that sort of tied in with document L. And at the time, this is 2007, we actually thought, it's going to spur on every couple of years. Your minimum requirement go to a B, to an A, and then so on and so forth. Never quite happened like that, but what we have had is we've had extra tiers onto the top, and everyone always wants the best, and it's kind of sort of sorted itself out that way.
Yeah.
But we're always pressing people like you guys, asking for different spacer bars. We can give us an extra energy rating. Even speaking to the glass suppliers and saying, have you got anything in the pipeline that we can look at to try, and is there anything else that's going to be able to push it on further so that you might not even need triple glazing because it just gets rid of the whole requirement for it, or it makes triple glazing even better because it's something to do with coatings or something like that.
Okay, I start at the top with the drivers. Regulatory, no, probably not. Climate change, probably not. Energy costs, again, probably not. Available materials, as material supplies dwindle, then maybe that could be a driver. But I think that it's going to be market driven for the reasons that have been already stated. Our current configuration's good enough, probably in the minds of many. DGU is definitely going to be difficult to displace because of this resistance, this inbuilt resistance to change. This is everything's okay, they feel comfortable, everything's fine. But I think the market profile that Giles referred to, that mature and shrinking market, could well ensure that there is a need developing to switch to TGU. The only other thing that's available at the moment is vacuum glazing that will get to that level with incredibly thin profiles. Mm-hmm. And in a market where oil resources, hydrocarbons are getting more expensive, they're getting more scarce. It's an opportunity for those users of hydrocarbons to use less and still produce a window that does more than current windows do. But at the moment, let's grasp the nettle and let's take triple glazing on board because it's the only thing we've got at the moment, I think.
From the systems company perspective, I mean, obviously, if you look at Europe, most of the profiles are 92 mil. They're not even 70 mil.
Yes,
that's something.
70 is what we.
Obviously, our house design dictates 70 mil.
Exactly.
Do you see a move to wider systems, or is that on Synseal's radar?
Certainly not at Synseal. I think we don't want to mislead anybody. We think 70 mil front to back is the correct. And even our new architectural aluminium, because we're moving into aluminium, as you know, what I call warm aluminium, is 70 mil front to back, but capable of carrying the 44 mil triple glass. I think that framing is one thing. I agree with Tony. I think we've got some excellent coatings that we already applied to our double glass units and triple glass units. Selling the technology of coatings is very important. This is happening a big time in conservatory roofs, which obviously we're major in. A lot of the value of home improvements industry is tied up with extension envelopes and connies. And we're now obviously very eloquently marketing coated glasses that mean that these parts of the building can be used 24/7 every day of the year. And I think that's helpful because it's talking about tinted glass or coated glass technologies that make a difference. Mm-hmm. And I think if we keep working at consumers in that way, we will backsell the triple glass, like the coated triple glass. Let's call it coated triple glass. Because it's quite sophisticated, isn't it? These, as Giles alluded to earlier, these things you can't see, but they are actually part of the technology. Mm. And yes, I think we could do a better job at marketing those coated technologies in the triple glass incarnation. But I think little by little, because beyond the frame, you've got the mastic, the way that the window is built in, the cavity closes often in a new build. You could almost say that our products become fantastic, but then it's actually the bits around the perimeter that become the weak link. And there are people in the industry who will argue till the cows come home about that weakness. So I think we can see beyond the window frame to the whole install about that being thermally excellent, subframes and the like.